because I said value add is in the eye of the beholder. And the reason that is true is because any deal you look at can have value to it, or it can have no value to it. Right now, if you tried to sell a property amidst the coronavirus stuff, your value is probably dropped because your buyer pool is significantly less and the amount of capital that's out there is significantly less. Doesn't mean anything necessarily happened to your property from a month ago to today. You may not even been hit by delinquency or anything like that, but value is arbitrary until the deal actually closes. It's the same thing with stocks. Until you actually realize a gain, you haven't made shit. So when I say value add is in the eye of the beholder, there are plenty of companies that specialize in taking very dilapidated, poor properties and gutting, renovating the whole thing, where a lot of other people wouldn't see that or wouldn't do the same thing. So it really depends on how you want to play it. You could have a fully renovated property up to, let's call it a B standard or an A minus, but you know that you can add value by slashing expenses, or you could install smart devices in the apartment to make it more user friendly, and that's going to attract people. Or by marketing the property differently, you can raise rents 5%. So you can do little things that could add value that other people may not. But then there's also big things, like he mentioned. Is it doing interiors or is it doing exteriors? So really, value add is so played out because every commercial broker sells their property as value add. Even brand new built stuff, half the stuff that's brand new built is being sold as value add because it's in lease up, or newly turned over leases. So somebody that signed 12 months ago and is now coming up for renewal, increases are 8%. And it's all a way to sell the lowest cap rate possible. Commercial real estate, the lower the cap rate, the higher the value. So when people say value add, that's just how everything is being sold today. So don't get too caught up in what people are telling you the value is. Try and find the value yourself, and then understand if you can actually create it or not, and then figure out what that's worth to you and base your offer around that. So that's what I say, value add is really in the eye of the beholder. You can create value where others don't see it, or you may, think it's overpriced and there is no value. Really good example, not really real estate related, but when Walt Disney was buying up all that swampland down in Orlando, nobody would have saw the value he saw in creating a massive theme park. But he obviously did, and he created a tremendous amount of value and a massive conglomerate of a business around that. So, think about that as you start to view properties. The more obvious the value is, the less risk you're going to have to be associated with it. But obviously, the less return you're going to have. So, Walt Disney could have probably, afforded to pay a hell of a lot more for the land he bought, but because nobody else saw the value in that land, he was able to buy it for significantly cheaper, taking out, what year he bought it and stuff like that. So that's how you have to think about it: is where is their value? Can you see values that other don't? And if you do, that's where like a true value add opportunity comes about, and you can create true value.